Alright, this is what we're working on right now with the Balloon Guild. We are working on an app that can be used for inventory and recipes. So first of all, Balloon Guild right here, that just goes straight to the Balloon Guild website, so you already know how that works. Right now we're on the dashboard. It will have a login for the person that comes in here, and it will have access to tools for arch, column, ceiling, drop, tank, and helium to put together these calculators, and those also have tools here. It will keep track of how many recipes you have installed into your system. It'll tell you your total inventory value, and it'll give you an idea of low stock, and it also allows you to favorite certain recipes as well. So I'll show you that here in a little bit, and it gives low stock inventory all here on the front page. So if you needed to order balloons, you would scroll down, immediately see this, and say, boom, that's what we got to order. So let's go into inventory first, because that's going to make a little more sense. We have the ability to have inventory here. We can also bulk upload. So I'm going to upload an inventory sheet that I created earlier. This is a CSV. And so now that is uploaded, and now all the inventory is in here. The different things that it shows inside of these inventory pieces are the name, this category, the size, the color, quantity, low stock threshold. So if this goes below, or if the quantity goes below the low stock threshold, it'll pop up. Also has a storage location for those that want to keep track of where the storage stuff is. And then you can also put your cost per unit. In this case, I haven't decided yet if it's bags or individual balloons. We're still trying to figure all that out. Hit save, and that'll update here as well. You can also just quickly edit the quantity to like 7 and save, and that pops in, or quickly change it to, in this case, 10 and save, and then when it's not low stock, it'll pop up that way. You can also click low stock, and it'll quickly show everything that is low stock. You can also search by category, so in this case we'll do latex, and it pops up all the latex. And then you can continue to filter. So let me see, purple, and then eventually get down to what you're looking for, or you can hit clear filters and go back to the regular thing. So that's inventory. Very cool, very easy. You can bulk upload, bulk download, so and delete all. So what I would do if I were getting this as a new user is I would bulk download. I would look at all the stuff that's listed here. I would assign everything in my company, change the Excel sheet or the Google sheet. Then I would delete all these, just like this. That deletes everything, and then I would go to bulk upload, upload the CSV, and then now I would have all my stuff as I wanted it. And in this case, the categories are now cleaned up, so they say latex, foil, supplies, links, and entertainer. I've got sizes as I put them in, and then colors as I put them in. So this is not every single color necessarily. I wouldn't want to do that. I just want to have these in like color families. So this is probably going to, for me, be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, purple, black, white, brown, gold, silver. So that's probably what this is going to be, or in this case foil or none, because there's going to be some things like a balloon sizer, U-glue dashes, electric inflators that are not actually going to have a color. So that's how I've set up my filter. You can also search for different things. So I can type in, say, blue, and it pops up all the things that have blue in it. So that's something really cool that that's doing. Now recipes, I did not actually put a new recipe in here, so I'm going to show you one. So I'm going to add a recipe, and I'm actually going to add a Easter bunny, and I'm going to do Easter bunny, rabbit, lynx, sculpture, and then I could put in directions here if I wanted, but I can also take and copy my recipe direction straight from the Balloon Guild, and I can also copy my image, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong thing, copy image address straight from the Balloon Guild, and that'll pop that right in, and I can hit add recipe, and now that's here. It immediately goes to this page, and I'm going to close out details because I realize this is going to be a lot more intricate than I want to add. So let me add a more simple Balloon Guild recipe here. I'm actually on the other screen. I'm going to the Balloon Guild, and I'm going to add a recipe, and I'm going to add a a column, but I'm going to add a simple, here we go, copy, paste, and I'm going to copy link address into the URL, and I'm going to copy image address here, and then add recipe. Boom. Okay, so now this is in here, right? And so as I'm in here, I'm also need, so this is the original recipe, so I can go to the recipe, right? Yep, and then I can add materials. So here for the materials, if I click on it, I can start typing. In this case, we're going to do blue, but then there's not 11-inch. So let me see, how is this written? It's blue latex 5-inch. So let's do blue latex 11-inch, and it's not in there, so I can create the item, and the category in this case is going to be balloons. Color is going to be blue. Size is going to be 11-inch. Quantity is going to be 24. Cost is going to be 25. I'm not going to put anything there. I'm not going to be, and so I'm adding it. So this is now in here. I can click it, and then in this particular case, I need 18. So I can go up, or I can go up, or I can just type in 18. But that's not all I need. So I can search for more materials. I can do red, and red latex 11-inch. And obviously if I had these in here, it'd be a little easier. And then I'm not gonna do balloons, 40, add, boom. And then these I need 10. And then I'm going to need, let's do white. And white is in here, but I don't have, let me do white, 11-inch. Oh, and it's latex. So this is just me trying to remember the format that I do, because this really should all be put in here ahead of time. And then I'm trying to make sure that these at least show up the way they're supposed to, right? So now I'm going to click this, and then for that one I need 8. And then when I click add materials, it's going to pop up all the materials on the side, right? And then what it's doing is it's taking the amount in inventory, so in this case 40, and it's figuring out that I can make 4 possible pieces. 24, 18, I can make 1, 45, 8, I can make 5. So it tells me all materials are available to create this decoration. You can create 1 complete set with this decoration. So when we get this all squared away, so it's counting bags correctly and counting balloons correctly, it'll do quite a bit. Right now we could count balloons and you could type in 400 for this or 300 for that, but I like counting bags because even though it's the same exact thing when you're adding a couple zeros to it, it's still a couple extra zeros. So I want to make sure the programming gets that covered. But here's the cool part. I can now print the recipe, and so this pops up recipe instructions, which are not here right now, but you can see it gives you the materials list. And then I can also print your pull list, and this prints your pull list in a way that you can check it off as you go, so it comes out with check boxes. And when I have the sizes and stuff all typed in the right way, it'll pop up correctly. But that's kind of what the goal of all this is to make this as easy as possible. And eventually what will happen is you can say like mark as pulled, or you can down here click pull all materials. It'll print the pull list, it'll pull all the materials out of the inventory, and it'll automatically update. So that's kind of the goal. And then when you're done, you can put the unused product back, right? So that's how we're trying to set all this up. Oh, and I forgot. So, and then if you star something, it becomes your favorite. And we have different views. And if you click on one of these views, you can see the materials by clicking on the material list. It takes you here. You can also click on the image, and it'll take you to the actual recipe page. And then you can also edit from here as well, this page here. So there's a lot of different things that we're working on right now, and then if you just view, it goes to the same thing. So we're still trying to figure out how all this should be done, but you've got your list view and your grid view, and then also you can type in like bunny, or start to type in bunny, and it'll pop up because it searches tags, names, filters, etc. So it's going to do all of that, and so column and stuff as well. So it's auto searches immediately. So when you start typing, it shows up. So this is a better search function than what we have on the Balloon Guild already. And then this inventory dashboard. Oh, and then calculators. I have not played around with these yet. I don't know if they work yet. So if we got an arch, height, and feet, width, size of the balloon, garland style, calculate. You'll need to. So I don't know if this is correct. In fact, it's probably not because I haven't tested this at all. When I go to string of pearls and calculate, yeah, this is wrong because those are actually opposite of what it should be. So that's fine. And then column, you click your column height. I know 5, 11 inch, standard, calculate. That's incorrect, but that's okay. Actually, yeah. So I have to work on this, but this is kind of the idea of all these. So you can put in. So this is cubic tank size in cubic feet. So I have 220. PSI reading is 500. That is incorrect, but these are things that I'm working on putting together that I have not done yet. But you can get an idea kind of how the function could work. And the same thing here, you would go to the balloon drop calculator, and that theoretically should pop up the tools section for quotes and calculations and stuff too. So haven't connected all that yet. I was trying to work on the recipes first. I started on inventory, then recipes. Tools are next, but I wanted to get a sneak peek into what the Balloon Guild is working on so that you guys can see kind of what's coming and get excited, and feel free to tell us kind of some things you want us to work towards so that we can start making that happen.